What up, guys? Hope everything is going well. Wanted to do a quick video on this GameStop Mania. The other day I did a video about investing in Clown World, and I was talking about this, and yeah, I did read about how there was a Reddit group that was basically pushing this price up. However, as more news came out, I found out that these guys were basically trolling the guys on Wall Street. This was basically to get back at Wall Street and the hedge funds for destroying Main Street. And once I found that out, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. This is pretty nice. And it's about time Main Street America fought back in a non-violent way and hit their pocketbooks. You know, I remember Max Kaiser used to talk about, they should just get a group of people and then, start going after Wall Street in this manner. And since the government's giving people funny money, $600 checks, $1,200 checks, and whatnot, people are bored. Some people are unemployed, collecting unemployment, living with their parents, living with roommates, whatever. And they may be in college, and they're just playing around with this monopoly money. They're doing what Wall Street does, and they beat Wall Street at its game. That's phenomenal. Now, that being said, GameStop had a very volatile day today. It did drop significantly, but after hours, it got back to over $300 when Robinhood, the trading app or platform, said that they would allow people to buy stocks in GME or buy shares in GME, to buy shares in Bed Bath Beyond, AMC, etc. But only on a limited basis. Because today what they did was they prevented people from buying shares. You could only sell. And they did it because they wanted to protect the small investor. Long story short, I've been reading some rumors, I can't confirm it, that basically the Biden administration and some Wall Street firms were telling apps like Robinhood, you need to do this. And it appears the same was true with E-Trade and TD Ameritrade as well. But now some brokerage houses are allowing limited buying for these stocks. But it's really quite contradictory when, these firms, they have these rules when their buddies are getting spanked. They got to protect them. But, when Main Street has been getting hosed all these years, they're nowhere to be found. And sure, they'll say, hey, we're trying to protect the little guy and whatnot. But, it's all nonsense. Looking at all of this, though, does it make sense for a stock like GameStop to be $300 at this valuation? No. It doesn't. And ultimately, when there will be the next earnings announcement or a few quarters, market forces will work and will most likely drive, or it will work and it'll drive the price of this stock down and other stocks like that. And that's why people need to be careful when, gambling in these stocks. However, there are people that said, we don't care about losing money here. Some guy, I heard on Tim Pool's show, or Tim Pool was talking about it, he said that $56,000 this guy was investing, and he didn't care if he lost it all. So, long story short, these guys want to send a message to Wall Street. It's not about the money. And there still seems to be a disconnect between Wall Street and Main Street. And even after what happened the last 4 years under Trump, there was a lot of middle class people still pissed off at the elites, despite Trump getting in. And you're still seeing this anger carry over. And now these Reddit gamers have figured out a way to outsmart these hedge funds, these Wall Street guys. They're the professionals, and they're getting, schooled by 20-year-olds, man, 25-year-olds who've made a killing in this. Now, Wall Street has a way of always getting back at individuals and the government that try to threaten them in any way, shape, or form. I'll give you an example. Over 10 years ago, there was this guy in Britain. He was an Indian Brit. He was trading the futures markets. He was trading his future contracts, and it cleared through RJ O'Brien, a futures firm here in Chicago. And he was telling people how Wall Street manipulated the market. And he was showing people in real time. I believe it was on message boards. And what ended up happening was the government came after him. They froze his accounts. And they wanted to send a message that you can't do this. Now, with this situation with GameStop and Reddit, who can they go after? There's millions of people now colluding together to rig the stocks higher. It's going to be hard. I think they're going to try to. They're probably going to go after anyone who was pumping and dumping. And you may see some people go to jail here or have to pay a hefty fine from this just to prevent this type of behavior. But it would be quite interesting where, a bunch of these hedge funds get smoked. I'd love to see that. Now, you may see more volatility in the stock market because of this, but, I think it's worth it. It's worth seeing these Wall Street guys, lose their money after they've been destroying all these companies, manipulating these stocks year after year, and now they're getting the taste of their own medicine. It's karma. Comes around, goes around. So, what do you guys think about this GameStop? I do believe that few earnings reports from now, if GameStop doesn't have a way to strengthen their e-commerce business because they're shutting down a lot of stores, then the stock is most likely headed down. I don't have any shares in this. I did buy a call in Macy's stock just in case, you see crazy run-ups in, some retail stocks, and, Macy's was one of the shorted stocks. I got in a little too late, but, it's a call for next year, I think it's a 32 call. Didn't pay too much. And, hopefully some crazy people bid this stock up. If they do, I'll probably sell that call. But, let me know what you guys think about GameStop. And, my opinion has slightly changed about this because it wasn't a Wall Street thing. It was a Main Street thing, and it's wonderful to see. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.